What's going on, Jets fans? Welcome into NYJ Today. In this video, we're going to be breaking down Zach Wilson's pro day that he absolutely destroyed. If you have a job interview coming up, you better hope that you hit on that interview as well as he did today. The dude lit it up. He absolutely showed all of his talents that we saw on film. So we're going to talk about him. We're going to talk about some of the trades that happened in the NFL today, and we will analyze a little bit of his film from the pro day. Let's get after it. So one of the biggest stories of the day, aside from Zach Wilson's pro day, was the trades, I should say, that the Miami Dolphins pulled off. So they first traded back from 3 to 12 with the San Francisco 49ers, and they got a boatload of picks. So I'm just going to read these Schefter tweets here. It says, the 49ers have been attempting to move into the top 5 picks for the last several weeks now, per sources. They discussed trading up with the Dolphins at 3, Falcons at 4, Bengals at 5, and ultimately decided to go as high as they could, per sources. There were no trade talks with the Jets at 2, which I don't find surprising. So if the New York Jets are as smitten about Zach Wilson as we think they are, the New York Jets shouldn't be taking phone calls. If the Jets are in love with this dude and they believe that he's the franchise for this team moving forward, then there's really no reason to entertain trade talks. If the 49ers came to them asking if they would be willing to trade for the number 2 pick and the Jets just dismissed them, I'm pretty sure that's why we see the report that we do. So it also says the Dolphins traded the number 3 overall pick to the San Francisco 49ers in exchange for the number 12 pick this year, a 2021 third-round pick this year, and they're getting first-round picks in 2022 and 2023. So they come away with a boatload of first-round picks in exchange for that third-round pick. And then shortly thereafter, they actually traded back up to the 6th overall spot with the Philadelphia Eagles. And I think the reason for that is that the Miami Dolphins have their eyes set on a wide receiver. I think that the Miami Dolphins want to get a playmaker for Tua Tagovailoa, and I think that's why they made the move that they did from 12 back up to 6. So why do these trades even matter? Why am I discussing the Miami Dolphins on this channel? And the reason being is that the New York Jets are staying at number 2 for a reason. If the New York Jets were to have gotten an offer like this and were interested in trading back, guys, there's no chance they're going to get an offer better than that. At least I don't think they would. That's a pretty fair value trade to trade up into the top 3. I mean, the Miami Dolphins come away with 3 first-round picks for that number 3 overall selection. So if the Jets were interested in trading back, I really do feel like that ship probably has sailed unless they get completely overwhelmed. And we're talking like 4 and 5 first-round picks. I just don't see a trade back happening anymore. The Jets probably would have been interested in an offer like this if they were interested in trading back. So if you were a fan of that idea, I think that ship has sailed. Another thing that I wanted to mention that Adam Schefter had tweeted was that the 49ers moved up from 12 to 3 with the intent to select a quarterback at that 3rd overall selection. And so what we need to try to figure out and understand here is that the San Francisco 49ers would not have made this move if they didn't feel pretty confident in knowing who was being selected ahead of them. And I have to think that the rumors right now and the swirlings that everybody's hearing is that it's going to be Trevor Lawrence to the Jaguars, who did not send Urban Meyer to Zach Wilson's pro day today, and the New York Jets. They were all there. They sent as many coaches and as many general managers that they could. 3 team representatives are allowed at these pro days, and they sent 3. And I just feel like it makes too much sense. The guy is a really good fit for this offensive scheme. He's a dream fit, in my opinion. And so what you're looking at here is a scenario where the 49ers, I think, not necessarily panicked. It's an aggressive move, but it's a move that I think they know what they're trading for. This isn't one of those situations where they aren't sure who the Jets are going to take and who the Jaguars will take. So just keep that in mind. I don't think they would have made a move for 3 unless they knew very confidently what was going to happen ahead of them. So while this is playing over, me talking, I'm just going to kind of rehash a few things, and I want to make sure that I make myself very, very clear here. Number one, I do think that this solidifies the Jets selecting Zach Wilson at the number 2 overall pick. I don't think that we need to be wondering anymore. I don't think we have to guess if Sam Darnold is going to be back. I predicted on our stream this past Wednesday that Sam Darnold will be traded by the end of this month or within the first week of April. I do not see him staying on this team for much longer. I think they will move him. I think teams like Carolina, I think teams like potentially Atlanta, depending on what they do at the quarterback position, maybe they don't draft somebody at 4 now that the 49ers have jumped ahead of them. So there's a lot of teams that could be interested. Denver, I didn't mention them. They could be interested in Darnold as well. I think these teams might want to take a swing at a quarterback since they're going to wind up missing out on the top 3 or 4 in the NFL draft. So please keep that in mind. Like this move is not just we're not just drafting a quarterback. We're getting a really talented quarterback, and we're also going to be able to get something back for Darnold. Again, it's not just the talent. We know that Darnold has talent. It's more about the fact that he is now coming to the end of his rookie contract, and he hasn't proven himself to be a franchise quarterback. And that's a super risky, that's a risk to take, to be taking, the chance that this guy does not pan out, and you end up paying money to keep him, and then you don't have a top 2 pick, which we currently have. It's been the reason the whole time why I've been on the Zach Wilson train, and he's been my number 2 quarterback in this NFL draft. I just think it makes way too much sense for the Jets. And I think that the move with the 49ers today and the Dolphins, I think that really shows that the Jets are not only are they not interested in leaving the number 2 pick, they are interested in taking this quarterback that they just watched today. They sent all of their people there today, all the big people. And I think that we're going to be rolling with Zach Wilson in 2021. In this last segment of this video, we're just going to watch. This is the throw that everybody's been talking about. He's rolling to his left, does not set his feet, and uncorks like a 45 to 50 yard bomb, hits the guy right in stride, rolling to his left, throwing to his right. I mean, it's an absolutely insane throw. Trevor Lawrence even reacted to it on Twitter and going, yeesh. So the throw, it's not a throw that a lot of people can make. And I think that that's what you need to wrap your head around is like, we know Darnold's talented, but this guy might be honestly more talented with his arm and with his legs. And I just think that this is going to be an absolute home run pick for the New York Jets. I think that he fits the scheme so beautifully. And we're seeing a guy that just absolutely makes rare throws. We're seeing Aaron Rodgers types of throws, Patrick Mahomes types of throws. Again, the story has yet to be written. We do not know what this guy is going to do in the NFL, but there's one thing that we all need to understand. It's going to be up to the New York Jets. It's going to be up to Joe Douglas, and it's going to be up to Robert Saleh to get this damn quarterback pick right. So if they're taking Zach Wilson, fantastic. You better make it work. We cannot live through another bust, part of our franchise history. We can't deal with this. We need to not only spend picks at that 23rd overall pick for maybe an offensive lineman. We need to potentially spend a 34th overall pick on an offensive player of some sort. It could be an offensive lineman. It could be a tight end. We need to surround this kid with talent. Look at what the Kansas City Chiefs have done. They just continue to build around this guy, and they keep building and they keep adding talent around him so that he can be successful. So they just signed Joe Thuney. They have added Le'Veon Bell, which I don't think worked out for them, but they drafted a running back in Clyde Edwards-Helaire. So just keep that in mind. The pick is the pick. We know that Darnold could have had success potentially with the Jets. They did not do well by him by building around him. So we need to turn the page, and we got to build around this kid. We've got to add weapons. We've got to add protection, and we got to keep this offensive scheme and the staff together so that this kid can flourish. And I really believe that this is what's about to happen. So I think everybody should be super fired up today. And so, yeah, just can't wait to talk more about Zach Wilson as the weeks go by. So let me know what you guys think about Zach Wilson's pro day. Let me know how fired up you are by the reports that the Jets are likely going to select Zach Wilson at the number 2 overall pick. I'm pretty hyped about it. I think that it's the right decision to make. I've been talking about it now for about 2 months on the channel. I just think this is the direction that we needed to be going in, and I think that it's the right player and the right scheme for this player. So let me know what you guys think about not only Zach Wilson, but I also want you to let me know if you're disappointed by this move. Maybe you don't like the idea that they're going to select him at 2, and I would like to hear from you guys. That kind of discussion is always welcome on this channel. I love to hear from you. If you think it should be Fields, if you think it should be Lance, I'd love to hear from you why. And that's going to do it for this video. Thank you so much for watching NYJ Today. If you could all do me a big favor and jet up the like button on this video, and if you're new here and you're enjoying the content, please subscribe to the channel. We are doing a giveaway for the NFL Draft. We're going to give away a $50 gift card to the Jets shop, and that's going to be as long as we hit 400 or more subscribers by the time the Jaguars are on the clock. Also, please consider calling us and leaving us a voicemail. We will use it on our live stream. We would love to hear from you guys. It can be about anything. It does not have to be about Zach Wilson. It can be any topic that you have interest in. Just let us know in the voicemail who you are, where you're from, and what you want to talk about. That's going to be it. Go Jets. See you guys next time.